Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Space 2. So, good news for everybody, I finally got some of those computer upgrades that I've been talking about for a long time. And check this out, look, everything looks pretty much the same. Okay, maybe this game is not the game for which those upgrades are the most important, but the important thing is the computer. Oh, you know what, I bet this will be faster, check this out. Oh, right into it. Doesn't have that awkward 10-second long hang as it desperately tries to remember how to draw a circle on the screen. Replaced my graphics card with one that was made this decade, and all the difference it has made. So we're in a little bit of a situation here regarding the fact that our people hate us, which I guess is a form of self-loathing. How are we going to fix this? Well, actually, we have two problems. Number one is that our people hate us. Only some of them, and only some of the time. And number two is that we are not at our colonized star system limit. That's just laziness, really. So let's try to figure all this stuff out. Where are we at? We're researching neural robotics, which is one of the most important kinds of robotics. I think any roboticist will tell you. I don't know what my long-term plan is here as far as approval goes. I mean, it could be this. I hate losing science, but I think it kind of has to be, right? Like, the thing is, we're also in the hole financially. If we cancel the Super Tax Act, we're going to have bankruptcy issues immediately. Right? Super Tax Act is currently responsible for 93 of our 22 dust per turn. So the second we kill Super Tax Act, I mean, slide into insolvency before the end of the turn. How do we need another law slot. That's what we really need. How close are we to that? Because if I could run the Tax Act and the Approval Act at the same time, boy, the answer to that question is far. Because we already have, well, this is Democracy, Federation, Republic. So actually, we're not even benefiting from this. That's not our law. Our government is none of those things. Man, we gotta get out from under this. This is the worst form of government. Alright, so we need xenoanthropology to unlock the ability to switch governments, and then we need to pay a cost. Xenoanthropology is right there. It's totally available to us. It'll take a while to research. I'm wondering if maybe, though, veering off into just grabbing this real quick is maybe worthwhile, because it seems really important to me to switch off of this government type. This government type is a bummer, man. And this tech is good. I mean, it gives a lot of industry, it gives a lot of approval. It gets us closer to being able to make our systems level 3 so that we can keep moving our faction quest forward. But I really do think switching government types is our way out of the situation that we currently find ourselves in. So I'm going to slip this into the front of the queue. 8 turns. And when the 8 turns have expired, what do we want to do? I'd like to go to Republic, but that might be tricky. Can we be reasonably ready to swap over to a Democracy in 3 turns? Or in 8 turns, rather, is what the math indicates. So we're going to get about 240-ish influence, a little bit less probably. So we will not have the influence necessary to swap. We also actually still have to get our approval up. But when it's time to actually make the swap over, we can drop the tax law, swap in the approval law real fast, just for like a turn or two, and then make the change. We should be okay on that. It's just a matter of getting the influence. So, what can I do on that front? What are you doing unassigned? Oh, that's right. I couldn't afford to assign you is what you were doing unassigned. That is maybe still true. Actually, hold on. What exactly will you give us? Just science. And I mean, that's not a small thing. Where would I put you? I suppose in a place where the population is relatively high, it's not going to make Kurha any happier, but... yeah, this is the place where we have the most original Empire population. I'm paying 25 dust per turn for you. You'll be less. So this, right, because you're lower level. So this should be okay, actually. Yeah, we're still operating in a minor surplus. And it took a turn off xenoanthropology, so... we're getting there, man. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell whether the really rough result we're having here is because of this being a bad start or because of me. Well, I mean, it's a little bit of both, probably. But whether it's elements of the game that I didn't fight back against well enough, or whether it's actually like entirely my fault, like I screwed up, which should have been an okay start. Hopefully, that kind of stuff will become clearer to us as we play more games. For now, it is a total mystery to me. I'm sure people are yelling at me in the comments. I'm not gonna lie, I have not read the comments on the previous video yet because I spent today wrestling with technical issues and then installing this new video card. And also, I can't read. No, that's not true. I'll be honest with you. You guys have seen me read. What I meant was I can't care enough to read. So you guys want Voidstone. We're not currently mining Voidstone. Nope. Well, we could suppress them. Or we could just find like a little bit of approval. Just somewhere, just a tiny little bit. Man. If we could just get this trade company online, that would solve our money problems, and then we could drop the tax act. But like, we can kind of develop our empire while our citizens are unhappy. We cannot do it while we're insolvent. Alright, well, we're slowly pushing along on the colonizations. Oh, hey! I was doing a thing. I forgot about the thing I was doing. But now I have done it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the thing is done. We don't have any strategic deposits to speak of. It makes this a little not amazing. What do we want to do here? Well, I mean, this will be useful. We don't need it super bad right now because we have lots of place for people to expand, but this will eventually be useful. I could build Dinark University, and it's obviously pretty great, but I wonder if I maybe want to build it somewhere else instead to take better advantage of the approval that it gives? I don't know. Oh hey, heroes are leveling up. Let's take plus approval on system on all of our heroes forever. Oh, except you, who actually cannot do... Actually, you can do that. Okay. And look at that. No rebellions. I bet we can keep up this pace, this no rebellion pace, for 5, maybe 6 turns. That's right, I have that kind of faith. Let's bang that out real quick. I'm curious what it is. Alright, we're exploring moons. This is Gia. Gia actually is pretty happy, so it doesn't need this. It is hot and sterile. Gee, that's not much of a choice. I'm assuming we can't really... Oh, you can. You can tear... Oh, this is just a desert planet. I don't know why. I'm looking at it. It's got the rings. I'm thinking it's a gas planet. I'd be very surprised if you could trivially terraform a gas planet to like a savanna. That would really be something. So there's a lot of different changes we can make here. I don't know, like... Some planets give more on happiness, and that's part of the problem we're having is that we have inhabited a bunch of pretty negative worlds. But every time you alter the planet's type, it changes a lot, a lot of stats, and some of those changes are things I'm not really happy about. What do I think? I kind of want to kill these Reavers, but I also kind of just want to explore down here. We can jam one more system under our population cap, and I think we ought to. So it's looking like maybe we're gonna be okay. Maybe we've got our people back under control, but man, I feel like it's so temporary. I still would like to change our government type, I think. Hey, we discovered applied cryogenics. So that is one of our ship hulls for free. That's pretty cool. Sure. Well, this quest is such a bummer. Here, we're going to take this one where we have to orbit around an enemy fleet, around another planet for a long time before anything else will happen, and then we're just going to ignore it from there. I might be able to get this. I'll tell you what, the system does not have a lot of other fascinating stuff to build. Yeah, go ahead and go for it. We'll just build all the wonders. I mean, they're certainly powerful buildings. There's no two ways about that. Alright, well, the system can't be far. So we discovered 20 antimatter. Okay. So we're about to have our Empire Switch tech. We're not quite going to be at the Empire Switch resource level, but we don't really need to be. Let's not create a major economic crisis. My economy is in shambles, though, and deny is pretty scary, too. We're at plus 40, and we have 7 systems. This would drop us to minus 30. Alright, you know what? Let's see what major economic crisis actually means. I have avoided these chance of creating a crisis options so far, but maybe I'm overblowing what the potential consequences are, and there's no way for me to know without trying it. So, good luck, me. I'll tell you what, this fixes my my money problems for a few turns at least. Oh hey, howdy, Green. So, Cravers. Well, something tells me we're not getting out of this without fighting. Hot and sterile, man. What a combination of traits. Alright, at this point things are a little bit more under control, and honestly, splicing the Calgaros, we have 24 Horatio in our empire, so splicing the Calgaros in that would have quite an effect. Do I want to boot 6 points of population to make my Horatios even better? Yeah, I think I do. Now is a good time while we temporarily have all this free money. We don't actually need all of our citizens to be working. So, Lacerta is a problem. I'm assuming he's on the other side of this wormhole, because I don't know how else he got over here. Obviously, he could have free-spaced it, but he still would have to know that the planet is here for him to be able to do that. Actually, this would improve the payouts significantly on this planet and only a little bit on the others. It doesn't seem that great. Yeah, let's focus on this stuff. We need at least 600 influence to change religions, to change government types, so. Be a couple of turns yet. Things are going a little bit better here.
Tell us what you plan.
I am, in fact, already out of Craver territory. Except,
How's it going?
There is no Craver territory. You are in my territory.
The Hive is watching.
Okay, they have closed their borders to us.
Tell us what you plan.
It's a lot of threatening and reiterating things that I was just told. So if I go through here, and it turns out it's Craver space on the other side, what happens? Because, you know, their borders are closed to us and everything. Let's find out. Okay, I'll just be, Well, they have medium-class hulls. Or medium-sized hulls, rather. That's no good. They favor short-range projectile weapons. They're using bullets. Retreat. Just back the way you came. Yeah, so his capital's right there. Well, the good news is, if we're able to do any amount of war successfully, we'll probably break him economically pretty quickly, taking away his capital world. So that's cool. That'll be a good thing. Yeah, the competitive quest to have, I believe, the system that produces the most food is going to go to the Cravers. I mean, pretty much anything is going to go to the Cravers. The Craver exploitation thing makes them produce a lot of resources, just, you know, not for a very long time. Alright, so now we have to really consider whether we want to switch governments. Where do I want to put my trade subsidiary? Canis, probably? Yeah, I think that makes sense. So Kurha needs to do something else. How about that? And Warden... Warden is content. We could work on fixing that. Right, you are cold and sterile. So here's one that's good when you're cold. Oh, I'm hitting end turn without checking our government first. Cost has gone up. Okay, well. Let's plant these dudes right here in harry mode so that if the Reavers come back through here, they'll have to stop and fight us. Right, we have neurorobotics. We need one more tech to open up the next level of system improvement. I feel like access to the marketplace is really valuable. Maximized exploitation obviously is not bad either. AI labor is pretty good, and lava planets are powerful industry-wise. You know what I never do is check out the marketplace section for heroes. Let's open that up. Alright, and on Pixis we still have lots of things to go. Actually, let's do this. Okay. That should be enough to keep them busy for a while. So what is our current population growth? Pistis, which are food and industry. Not bad. Yeah. I'm sure it did end up being the Cravers who got the quest reward. I don't think that necessarily is a big deal. Most of the quest rewards are pretty mediocre. Pretty not exciting. What do we want to do here? I kind of want to keep the pacifists in power. I don't trust the pre-election polling. It has not worked out that well for us. Yeah, I say pacifists. Well, they are not getting a lot of votes. I mean, maybe there's something to this dictatorship stuff after all, because that's pretty good to be able to do. I just really don't like the rebellions, but maybe we're under control. So, like, we could totally do this. Anarchy period 5 turns. Huh. Dependent on approval rating. My approval rating is actually, like, stellar right now. Being a dictatorship is keeping me from accumulating new awesome laws. So you can only have a few active at a time. And democracies give us more access to different political parties, so we can do some more mix and match of the valuable laws. Not to mention, we level up our parties more quickly, since more of them get XP each time. Maybe I should save up for Republic, though. We had really good experiences with Republic in the past. Yeah, you know what? Let's aim for Republic. I really, really like the 50% more effective laws. While your navigators are wise enough to maintain distance from the terrific gravitational fortresses of the forces of the neutron star, it appears that another was not so lucky. You receive weak signals from an ancient buoy, indicating that a virtual endless is imprisoned in the powerful magnetic field of this astronomical anomaly. The buoy transmits with its distress signal a series of plans for massive platforms for scientific research. If you build enough of these on your planets, they will automatically coordinate to trigger a disruption in the neutron star's field and free the trapped virtual. While this sounds great, it appears that the virtual has also used your comm system and its knowledge of the galaxy to beam the same message to every other faction in the galaxy. Build 3 gamma analysis platforms in order to trigger a hyperspace anomaly and get a virtual endless as a hero? Wow. I'm curious about this. Gamma analysis platforms. Okay, let's, this is a thing we can now build? Okay. This whole system is large and huge, isn't it? Okay, not all of it. But this is actually a really good improvement here. Do I want to derail Phoenix to put one of these up? I probably do. Let's try to actually finish this quest. I like the idea here. 5 turns. Okay, so Kurha's the slowpoke, but we could push that a little bit with some dust. Yeah, let's see if we can actually get this quest done. So it's responding to some kind of neutron star that I'm not aware of. I might be the everybody else in the little story that somebody else's comm system boosted the signal out to us. Alright, so we have access to level 3 system and planning now. You know how I feel about these microwave pipes. These are some of the best pipes. We have access to antimatter in a couple of places, no access to adamantine. I still don't know what kind of victory I'm trying to win. Right now I'm trying to win the victory of stabilizing. I guess we could go for an obelisk of all space-time victory. Doesn't seem to be too hard. We could also try to convert into an economic victory. I suppose in either case we want to get antimatter capture. Seems good no matter what, really. Alright, so do we want to try to carve our way through these cravers? The hull tech that we got for free was our mid-size attacker ship. That's pretty good.
We are Riftborn. We come into your cosmos.
Oh, Red, right, yeah, hi.
Tell us what you plan.
Somebody else? Okay. That's fine. Okay, this thing ended without creating a major economic crisis. Groovy. Although, to be perfectly honest, I kind of wish we had, just so that I would know what that means. Alright. So we do want to take some more systems. Maybe we should be gearing up for war? I'm having a pretty good time just, like, building stuff, though. But you know what we might want to do is pursue peace with Red. Because right now we have right thing rule in place, and
some things in this cosmos we have come to understand.
That
You're
means
not
peace
one
with
of
Red
them.
is
What do you want?
a source of resource output. Hold on. I'm getting a lot of message noises. What is going on?
Actions threaten the hive, but
I come to... Sorry, did he call me ally? Who does he think we are? Alright, we like to be long range. Yes, let's finally root out this final Reaver ship. Not that it mattered, but I feel better now that it's done. We can probably not rush to take the second point of the approval skill just yet. Alright, so 4 turns until we've beaten everybody else to this quest. Hopefully. Hopefully we actually get there. I'm not opposed to just continuing to build industry stuff and then turning to war after we've gotten all of our important buildings completed. Alright, so if we were going to make a level 3 system improvement, it would basically have to be Jadonics and Eden Incense, right? Because these are the only 2 things that we're actively mining. Oh no, we're getting a little bit of Voidstone now. I mean, Jadonics is good. Yeah, like, I don't feel too bad about that. Throw this on the end of there. And here. And here. And then in 5 turns we have the next step of our faction quest. It's looking pretty good for that hero. It's also looking pretty good for our Wonder.
Hey, how's it going? Good to...
Oh, you know what? I got distracted by
Some
a bunch
things
of
in this
message
cosmos
noises.
we have
I didn't
come
come
to
back and offer
understand.
peace again.
You're not one of them. What do you want?
Trade agreement? Okay, one of my trade routes is being blockaded.
Naturally, we're happy you have agreed to the...
By what? Oh, briefly, by the Riftborn. Won't be a problem any longer. Yeah, right thing rule just seems like incredibly powerful. Seems like a really, really good law, especially for a forced law. Alright, we've done that.
Rational leadership.
Everybody's on us about science agreements. I don't know what the AI is always on about. Like, how am I supposed to give you a science agreement? Do you know what turn it is? I guess 87. At this point, I could have completed a quarter of the tree, probably. Alright, so who do we want? An Imperial Overseeker. Imperials give quite a bit of industry to systems. Strategic resources. Wow, plus 4% damage per current command points on fleet. That's really interesting. That seems really powerful. Right, in the Craver game, toward the end of the game, we were routinely running 20 command point fleets. This would be huge in that case. Does she have enough skills to support her being a, what do you call it? To support her being a commander? Doesn't look great. Plus 4 movement points on fleet is pretty great. Yeah, I don't know. I think she kind of wants to be a governor, but she's maybe not even great at that. What's up with the Vodyani? Do I know the Vodyani tree? So there's a lot of people who have plus 80% damage on their own ship. Wow. +4 all resources per citizen per hero level? Is that right? On all the planets in their system? You're coming in at level 5. I mean, by the time we got this, I guess it would be fairly late in the game, but this skill seems incredible. I'm going to take you. And apparently we're just going to always recruit Vodjani forever. Because I must not be understanding something about that. That seems really powerful. Alright, so let's take a big boatload of science. And food and industry. Stick you somewhere that is growing. Maybe something like Oliero Jaya? How many slots are left? Jaya does not have a lot of slots left. I'm just thinking, you know, she's given a bunch of food and stuff. I'd like her to be someplace where we can really take advantage of it. It doesn't show me how close to full each planet is. Yeah, okay. Oyara seems like a good place for you. Help us get stuff done. Alright, and we're totally about to pick up another hero, which is great. I'm accumulating a bit of dust, but I don't really know what to do with it. I mean, I guess rush stuff is the obvious answer, but like... Rush what? How do I select what to prioritize? Alright, the platforms have been built, and apparently the hyperspace signal has been sent. At first you do not notice anything, but you receive a word of thanks from the Academy, and something in the Empire's communication network is glowing. Tia-ich. Maybe. It's a little Yiddish. Tia-ich. Jiliak. So what is the deal? Oh, well that ain't supposed to look like that. Maybe you're not supposed to look directly at these dudes? Okay, these are just endless specific skills, so I think these are the same ones that we saw in the Kraber thing, right? It's not virtual versus concrete, it's not actually different. So, mostly fleet stuff. And if I'm honest, not even super compelling fleet stuff. Like vision and movement... I guess +1 movement, +2 movement points on fleet at full is not horrible. It's not amazing, though. To be perfectly honest, it kind of seems like this hero is just not very good. Dramatically increased free movement speed on fleet. And the thing is, I kind of, but don't really need a fleet commander. Because I'd like to have a fleet commander so we can start trouble. Shield penetration. Like, this really is not that impressive of a skill. Even if we don't end up making good use of a lot of our stuff, like, just the points of science from this plus that probably make you a better governor. It's quite a bit of science. Then we like get both points of this because that's a lot of influence. Yeah, not a lot of... Man, you really don't have a lot of system skills. The thing is, the fleet skills all added up don't really seem that great. I guess plus 20% shield capacity is cool. Yeah, honestly, I just don't think this character doesn't seem to be very good. I guess let's go ahead and take them as a governor. I guess, man. Sure. I suppose this skill does a little bit more, I think, than that other one. None of it's awesome, though. So where do we want to put you? I honestly... Sure, Warden could use a little bit of help leveling up, and it'll have a reasonably high population eventually. Oh, it doesn't have that many anomalies, though. We really do want to stack him with anomalies. I'm spacing on stuff very quickly, unusually quickly. Also, apparently we're allowed to just keep building these. I don't know why I assumed that it would be the 3 and then we're done. Let's go ahead and pick this up. We get enough industry out of it that I think it's worthwhile. We are ecstatic here already. We don't have any... I mean, it is just +2 science per citizen. I guess it's not bad, no matter what. I have access to the marketplace now. Adamantium, sadly, not really for sale. You know what is for sale? The loyalty of these nerds. So a pacifist seeker craver and an overseer unfallen. Well, this is something to spend our dust on. And I mean, even a hero that's not great, like this hero that we just picked up for free, is still going to have a significant effect on the stat output of a... what do you call it? System. You know, that's the word. These guys, I don't know. It's not bad. Obviously, this is an okay skill. Yeah, what the heck. You're hired. Heroes for everybody. Yeah, you're definitely a governor. I just don't need fleet commanders at the moment, you know? But who needs governance? Oh, you know what? Pixis could use a little bit of a helping hand. Still got a lot of things to build here. This is large. Okay. Not a lot of sense in building the analysis platform, or at least rushing to it. Alright, what else would be exciting here? Quantized economics is a lot of dust. Crust engineering will probably be useful eventually. Yeah, we're going to want this eventually. Alright, let's start there. We're pretty close to moving forward with our faction quest. Maybe I don't need to expand anymore? I mean, I certainly don't just want to, like, get in fights to get in fights. Not that I think we would lose, but it slows down my development. In 20 turns, own the system producing the most industry. Well, I'd like to think I have a chance at that, but I'm pretty sure I don't. Because, again, cravers. There's cravers in my game. Ecstatic here now, but that doesn't mean we'll remain so. Well, let's build this stuff and then worry about it. Huge, medium, and huge. Yeah, I think that's definitely worthwhile. Got a lot of people on that huge world. Alright, thriving systems and spaceports full of eager colonists. It is a vision of unquenchable hope for this drab galaxy. Let all people bow in praise and thanks. Okay, yeah, that's like a pretty good tech. I will not have this. This is unacceptable. Rumor has reached my ears that Prime may still be breathing. He would dare. He would try once more to trick me. Me, the most brilliant, the greatest, he who took leadership by genius and strength. But perhaps my own magnanimous nature was my downfall. I should have destroyed the planet that dared to harbor Prime. Had I done that, whatever clones he may have created and Prime himself would all be nothing but molecules in a hard, cold vacuum. But I will not stop now. No clone or copy or even the original can dare to remove my grasp from the prize that I seek. No rebels would dare to hold the line against me were they given the choice between wealth and death. We will scour the galaxy until the filth who protected Prime have fled his side. He will stand alone and unloved, his Horatio face twisted into the ugliness of frustration and hatred. This is good. This is right. So we gotta search this curiosity with 100 antimatter, which we're working on. In order to get a system improvement, that's pretty good. Okay. We'll have to veer into Sophon space for it, but you know what? I don't think they're going to have a problem with that. They seem to be much more friendly and understanding when you have formal peace. You know, they seem to get less bristly about a single ship moving through their territory. Yeah, almost... Well, a little over half of the worlds in the system are sterile, so AI labor will be good here. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how much I need to expand. Will this be enough of an economic base? My suspicion is probably no, not really. We gotta try to get these worlds up to system level 3 because I really want the bonus influence. We gotta push back this. Hot and sterile. Okay. AI labor will be pretty good here. What was I doing with you? Plus the luxuries. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Food is a little bit less valuable at this point in the game than it might be earlier. What's going on here? Why do I know where these systems are?
Your actions threaten the hive.
Yeah, cravers seem to get in over their heads easily. Easily and frequently. At least if the last couple of games are anything to go by. And who knows, maybe they're not. Let's go ahead and build skyward dwellings because we've population capped here. So it'd take one more research to open up the next thing. I mean, we could just go for the 2 extra subsidiaries, that way we don't have to build as many trade companies. But maybe it's not that useful. Yeah, why don't we just take quantized economics? Careful sweeping is a good building. It's not amazing, but it's good. Oh, what is this now? Yeah, wow, this is going to be a lot of industry in this world. Or in this system, rather. Looks like we're pretty close to being able to eat somebody. Oh wait, we hit the Horatio collection bonus. 5% of food added to influence. That's actually a pretty cool bonus. Approval. Oh man. What was that noise? My trade route's being blockaded? Oh, I have vision of this stuff. Hold up. Trade route. Oh, I have a trade agreement with somebody. Yep. This is my trade route, trying to run all the way out to make trade with the Riftborn.
Greetings, Cubed. Dude!
I actually don't have a trade agreement with these guys somehow.
A smart decision. We figured you were up to it.
Yeah, it seems like benefits everybody, right? So now that we're getting past... Like, once we have AI labor in all these places, we're going to have a lot of industry. Maybe this is the time to turn on green. Because I'm never going to be able to rest, right? With a Craver at my back, things are always going to be risky. A lot safer with him dead. Also, man, we really inhabited a lot of hot worlds. I suppose that's probably some Horatio start bonus, though. I know our population gets some extra stats from hot. I think approval, maybe? So maybe the Horatio just tend to start around clusters of stars that produce hot worlds. Well, got another rebellion. It's all food. Okay, you... Hold on. She's assigned to Oyera, which is not the rioting planet. Okay, glorification of luxury deposits. Unfortunately, he's only going to get me 5 approval in this system. That's crazy. Let's try that instead. We'll get that approval by hook or by crook, and I'm certainly not going to, like, research approval buildings. That sounds like a whole lot of work. We'll just use what we already have. Yeah, I think it's still right to modernize. You know, I keep saying I don't trust the polling, but it was right last time, wasn't it? Maybe. Alright, well, unfortunately...
Hey, how's it going?
As much as I was hoping to show off an actual space battle, since we can do that now... Hey you, get some approval for your damn system. Alright. Yeah, as much as I was hoping to be able to show off a space battle, since we can actually do those now, I think we're going to have to call it at the end of this turn, unfortunately, you know. Dealing with all the technical issues and stuff somewhat cut into my time. So, we're ecstatic here. We don't have any strategic deposits. This is not nothing, but it's also not very good. Do I temporarily channel all my influence, or all of my industry into dust? Or do I just make warships? Because we got this for free. I mean, let's, Imposer. It's not bad. It's not a bad move. Don't particularly love the visual design. Oh, actually, hold on. So they are like energy weapons, projectile defenses. So we want to be energy. Probably. At least for now. So unfortunately, we haven't really picked up a lot of sweet gear. So let us go energy. Maybe I do want to keep the defenses split a little bit. And then for a support module... yeah, some extra health and some repairs. Make them a little bit faster. I mean, replace the hull plating module with this, it may as well be. Titanium is definitely not a problem that we are having. Alright. Oh, this really come together. We may have to do some military research, but obviously, I have come down on the side of, yeah, let's definitely crush those cravers. So this would be 27 turns. That's a little unacceptable to me. Let's work our way up here. We'll grab some command point techs and... it's funny how, like, almost 100% of my wars ever in the history of this game are because of cravers. Prompted by the existence and behavior of cravers. Alright, are we all basically... yeah. Everybody's ducks are in a row. Alright. Hold up. Uncolonized world. What is going on here? And we're actually full on population slots everywhere else, so food is largely going to waste. Let's make sure that gets done first turn. Okay, now we're ready to go. Come back next time. We're going to intentionally start some stuff with the cravers, mostly so that we can show off how good the space battles look on my new graphics card. That's a good reason for millions of people to die in space, right? And we'll see you then.